The Tale of the Two Gardens. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village nestled between rolling hills, there were two gardens. One belonged to a kind-hearted woman named Lily, the other to a grumpy old man named Mr. Thorne. They were next to each other, but they couldn't have been more different. Lily's a vibrant spectacle of color and life. Sunflowers towered high, roses bloomed with dazzling reds and pinks, and a variety of vegetables and herbs grew in neat, healthy rows. Butterflies danced among the flowers, and birds sang joyfully in the trees. Lily tended her garden with love and care, always smiling as she worked. On the other side of the fence was a different story. It was overrun with weeds, and the flowers that did manage to grow looked wilted and tired. The vegetable plants were sparse and sickly, struggling to survive. Mr. Thorne never seemed to have the time or inclination to tend to his garden. He grumbled about it often, blaming them and even the birds that sometimes visited his garden. One day, a terrible storm swept through the village. The heavy rain and strong winds battered the gardens. Lily's garden, though battered, remained mostly intact. Her plants were strong and resilient, having been cared for and nurtured throughout the seasons. However, Mr. Thorne's garden was ruined, with many plants uprooted and the soil washed away. The next morning, Mr. Thorne's distress as she surveyed her own garden, her own damages, she decided to help. She went over to Mr. Thorne's garden with her tools and seeds. She started replanting, weeding, and even gave some of her own plants to help fill the gaps. She worked quietly and diligently, not expecting anything in return. At first, Mr. Thorne was taken aback by Lily's kindness. He didn't know what to say and felt embarrassed by his own neglect. As the days passed, he watched as Lily continued to saw the improvements in his garden. His grumpiness began to fade, replaced by a sense of gratitude and a desire to change. Eventually, Mr. Thorne decided to take him. He started to work alongside Lily, learning from her and slowly discovering the joy that came from nurturing something and seeing it grow. The two gardens began to flourish together, side by side, be friends. Through this experience, Mr. Thorne learned that caring for something with kindness and patience could lead to wonderful, and Lily learned that helping others not only makes a difference in their lives, also brings unexpected joys to her own. And so, the two gardens bloomed brilliantly, and the village of their shared success. The moral of the story is that kindness and care have the power to transform and heal, not just for ourselves, but for those around us as well.